great camp so far, competing against our team. It'll be fun competing against another team. Of course, it'll be a lot of familiar faces for me. I'm excited about this opportunity that we get to go out and show, put all our hard work on display. So we're looking forward to it.
Do you still hear from fans in Minnesota at all, or have people reach out to you from Minnesota?
Yeah, I've grown some relationships with different people from Minnesota, and of course, some of the fans still reach out to me on social media. So.
Did that surprise you at all? It can be, every situation is different when you leave a team, so sometimes it doesn't always happen.
Yeah, no, it just speaks highly of I think them as fans, the state. And then also sometimes it speaks highly of the athlete. But there are great people in the state of Minnesota. I enjoyed my time there, and I'm enjoying my time here in New Orleans now.
Hey Teddy, what's up, man?
What's up, C?
How are you? What do you think it's just going to be like being out there facing your former Vikings for the first time in an actual game?
It'll be fun. Those guys know me. I know those guys. So it'll be great to just be on the other side. Usually, when I used to go against those guys, they couldn't touch me. But now the red jersey's off, so I'm just looking forward to just seeing those guys and competing against those guys.
What did Zimmer came out? I asked him, and he said, "Well, we're going to go out and try to hit him just like any other quarterback." What do you think about Zimmer saying that?
Hey, that's the expectations. I don't expect them to take it easy or anything like that. So, it's preseason. They have some things that they want to work on, and some things that they want to see in this matchup, and we have some things that we've been working on that we want to see. So we're looking forward to this matchup. Friday and just going out and competing.
You had a lot of tight relationships with those guys in Minnesota. Y'all been in touch leading up to this game with some friendly trash talking going on behind the scenes?
Nah, no trash talking or anything like that. But I know those guys are working extremely hard, and we're working extremely hard here. So I'll see all those guys Friday evening, and I'm pretty sure it'll be all smiles then. But I haven't really heard much from those guys throughout training camp. But this offseason, I was able to keep in touch with a bunch of those guys. But just glad to see that they're doing well. We're doing well here, and we're looking forward to Friday.
Who'd you keep in touch with in the offseason? Who are some of the guys you did?
Of course, Xavier Rhodes, he's a local Miami guy. I had the chance to talk to Adam Thielen, usually comes down to Florida and work out often. Dalvin Cook, another Florida guy. So different guys on that team I had the chance to talk to after this offseason.
How do you feel health-wise you are now with your knee compared to before you got hurt and making the Pro Bowl with the Vikings and all that?
Man, I don't honestly say that this is the best that I've ever felt, in my 6 years. And I feel great mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I'm looking forward to just going out there and competing, getting an opportunity to lead my troopers up and down the field and just have some fun playing football again.
How different does prepared for this game feel than when you got your first game action with the Saints last year?
I'd say the level of comfort is a little higher. Last year, I got here the day of the last preseason game, and I was listening to the play calls on the sideline, and I didn't know what was going on. But now, having a year under my belt, I can say that the comfort level has grown with the system. And I understand what plays, why we're calling what plays, and what we're trying to accomplish when we call certain plays. So I'm excited about that and looking forward.
Teddy, when you look 2 days ago when y'all were indoors, would you say that was one, maybe if not your best practice in the St. Jean, the ball wasn't hitting the ground, that you seemed very confident, and you the guy out there, you and Taysom, Drew's not practicing, but I thought that practice you were on fire and very confident.
Yeah, it was definitely one of my best practices that I've had, minus last year when I used to give the defense headaches on the scout team looks. But no, it was one of my better practices that I've had in the Saints uniform. The ball was barely hitting the ground, like you said, and that's because our guys, they're doing what we expect them to do. They're in the right place at the right time. The offensive line is doing a great job of protecting. And running backs are doing what they're supposed to do, whether it's in the run game or the play-action game. And the receivers, of course, you just throw it out there and those guys make plays. So they make our job a little easier. And that other day was a pretty good day.
Teddy, were you disappointed all the way things kind of headed with the Vikings in that they didn't really seem to work hard to bring you back and quickly kind of moved on in free agency there in 18?
This Friday we're looking forward to just going out there and just putting the things that we practice on tape and creating an identity early this preseason, creating some tempo, getting in and out and up and down in the huddles, playing pitch and catch with the wide receivers, and everyone just being well assigned. That's what's most important right now.
Do you approach preseason games differently now than you did in the past, just knowing that this might be your only extensive action this season with Drew being in the league?
Well, I've always approached the preseason as if it was a regular season game, because I know how serious this game is, and everyone's out there competing for a reason. And if you don't respect this game, then all types of things can happen. So I've always been one of the guys who respect the game and give them all, whether it's preseason or regular season.
Teddy, obviously, Emmanuel Butler started off training camp with a bang and then missed some time, but now he's working his way back. As one of the quarterbacks throwing him the ball, how encouraged are you to see him working his way back? Yeah, it's very exciting to see him working his way back. He's shown some flashes throughout this training camp. He's made some spectacular plays as well. So to have a guy back, of his caliber, it's great for the young guys to see, that you can push through things, but it's also great for him to be able to get the opportunity to showcase his talents, not just in practice but in the games.
What's it like, Teddy? You look around everywhere I see to the next Viking. You got Tay and Zach Line and Charles and Easton. What's it like having all these Vikings south?
It's great to have them a part of the New Orleans Saints. I'm aware, and we all know what they were able to do when we were all in Minnesota, but it's great to have them on this side of the ball this go-round.
Are you guys in the locker room as excited about what Jared Cook's been able to do out in practice and seeing what that could mean for the offense?
Man, yeah, Jared, it's very exciting to watch him play out there. And that entire room, those guys compete. Josh, Dan, those guys all compete at a high level. And to see what Jared is doing, winning those one-on-one battles, finding the soft spaces in the zones, and playing with his eyes, that's great to have as an outlet for a quarterback.
Seems like the fans are really excited. You hear them cheer and you see them on social media, really excited about Cooks. Is that the same kind of thing y'all are doing in the locker room? Y'all giving him superstar treatment? No. We treat everyone the same around here. We appreciate the guys that we have. We appreciate their talents, their skill sets, and we try to maximize it. And Jared is a guy who's been making plays since he's arrived here. He's been making plays since he's been in this league, and we're glad to have him part of this team.